Managed analytics from Ember removes the barriers to accessing the power of speech analytics and text analytics in a managed service. That means that you don't have to invest in the technology or the people that you've traditionally had to do. Not only that, Ember gives you the ability to not just find out what's going on in your contact centres, but tells you what you should be doing about those problems and issues that you find, and how you should prioritise those actions to get the most return as quickly as possible into your business. It's clear that most businesses are struggling to extract the insight from the massive amounts of data that they're now collecting about their customers, whether that's data coming from phone calls, whether that's data coming from social media, or traditionally from emails as well. So lots of information bombarding organisations, and a lot of it is now unstructured. 80% of that data at the moment is unstructured, and that is growing at a massive rate, far, far more than the traditional data that's held in spreadsheets and in databases that we're used to using. So as that data grows, the importance of finding the insight in that data is more and more critical. There's lots of work that needs to happen to get to the bits of information that really tell you what you should be doing to improve the way in which you service individual customers, manage your operations, and improve efficiency. Still, one of the most important aspects of unstructured data is the information that's stored in phone calls. Customers are still calling, and they're continuing to call even though we're using social media and other channels more and more. So it's important not to neglect the data and the value of that data that you can get from just listening to the conversation that an agent has had in your call centre with a customer. There have been two barriers to this traditionally. One, the cost of licenses to buy the tools that help me to look at that data, which is speech analytics tools, have been prohibitively expensive for most businesses, and the return on investment has been impossible to justify. The second is the skill to use those tools and understand what are the questions you need to be asking of effectively the data, and understanding how to then use those tools to extract the answers to those questions from that data. So with a managed analytics service, we're able to help businesses to remove those two barriers and get straight to the important information in those phone calls very, very quickly. We're helping organisations across both the public and private sector, in financial services, telcos, retail, and many other areas, to apply analytics to problems in their business. We're finding that there are three core areas where you could classify the work that we do. Number one, to reduce our operational costs and improve our process efficiencies. The big question we're being asked is, why are customers calling us? How do we eliminate unnecessary calls? How do we ensure that we have resources available to speak to customers when we really need to talk to us? So we can help businesses to look at those priorities and identify the improvements that are needed now, 6 months and a year's time, build a roadmap, using the data out of the analytics to really help you to build a robust case to drive forward some business improvements around process change. Number two, to drive up their sales performance and to improve the effectiveness of campaigns. So customers are asking us questions like, help us identify who are our top performers and how we can learn what they do to apply that to our other members of staff. That's great. It's helping them instantly to move the conversion rate on products up to areas that they just wouldn't have believed it possible. And the third area is in relation to quality and compliance. So customers are asking us to come in and to help them understand where there are issues with individual calls or individual advisors, where issues are being repeated over and over again that they're not picking up in their quality process because they're doing random sampling of calls rather than going straight to the potential problem areas and listening to calls that relate to those areas. So making their operation much more efficient in terms of the way that they apply their quality resources into their business. And what we're recommending to our clients is that because this data is a great benchmark, you should be repeating this exercise every 3, 6 or 9 months depending on the improvements that you're looking at and the timescales you expect to see the change coming through. So you actually start to measure properly the things which make a difference to the business case, to say, this is what we proposed we were going to achieve. Have we achieved it? Yes, we have. Great. Let's move on and improve another area of the business. So by repeating this process, using the analytics, you get consistency, and you get a great way to demonstrate to the board that you've been successful. In summary, we provide access to customer insight that you can't get in any other way. The three things specifically you will get from us will be access to technology on demand when you need it. No upfront fees, no upfront costs, just pay for what you use. Secondly, we give you access to analysts and expertise. That means that you get the most out of these tools. We give you not just the insight, but interpretation of those insights so that you can understand what you should be doing. And with that, we give you an action plan that will help you to drive your improvements forward that you wouldn't get in any other way. Ember is unique in our approach because of the analytic skills that we bring and our years of experience in the customer management industry, bringing great solutions for clients. If you want more information about Managed Analytics from Ember, you should have a look at our website, where we have a white paper that will take you through the important aspects of building an analytics capability and putting analytics, in particular speech, at the heart of your business and driving your business improvements, your quality and your sales improvements from an analytical perspective. Download the white paper or get in touch if you want to know more information about how we can specifically help you.